All right, let's dive right into this explainer and decode the hidden architectural codes, the dual mythologies, and the sheer sculpting secrets of 7th century Mahabalipuram. What we're about to explore together is, well, it's nothing short of a miracle in stone. We're heading back to ancient Tamalakam to see exactly how an empire transformed a coastal landscape into a massive, open-air laboratory for rock architecture.
Just imagine the insane stakes for these Pallava sculptures. I mean, there were absolutely no blueprints on paper here. 0 second chances. They were staring down a raw, solid granite cliff face, nearly 100 feet wide, and attempting to carve an entire cosmos straight into its surface. Think about the pressure of that. One wrong hammer blow, one tiny miscalculation by a stonemason, and that's it. The whole granite canvas is ruined forever. You definitely can't glue the rock back on once it's chipped away.
Section 1. The Dual Mythology.
So when you get up close to the world's largest open-air rock relief, it is honestly overwhelming. This colossal granite canvas is packed with over 145 beautifully, intricately carved figures. We're talking massive gods, giants, celestial beings, and animals, all just sharing this exact same stone ecosystem. But here's the truly fascinating part. For centuries, scholars have passionately argued about what it actually means. What exact story is this monumental cliff trying to tell us?
Well, this debate perfectly illustrates the absolute genius of these stone artists, because they designed the rock to tell two completely distinct mythologies at the exact same time. It's wild. They built a deliberate, dual narrative straight into the stone itself. Usually, the scholarly debate splits between two famous epics. Story 1, known as Arjuna's Penance, and Story 2, the Descent of the Ganges. Let's break those down.
Okay, starting with Story 1, this interpretation is deeply rooted in the Mahabharata. If you focus in on a specific section of the relief, there's this incredibly emaciated ascetic standing on just one leg, arms reaching high up into the air. A lot of experts believe this is Arjuna, the great Pandava hero, performing severe, punishing penance. Why? To prove his devotion and receive the ultimate divine weapon, the Pasupatastra, directly from Lord Shiva. So it's this epic scene of ultimate sacrifice and divine reward.
The wait there is a totally different way to read this exact same masterpiece. Story 2 shifts the focus entirely to Bhagirata. In this version, he's praying to bring the celestial river Ganga down to earth to liberate the souls of his ancestors. And the Pallava artist did something absolutely mind-blowing here. There's this natural vertical fissure running right down the middle of the cliff face, surrounded by carved serpent deities, the Nagas. The sculptors actually designed this natural groove to act as a real water channel. So during the heavy monsoon rains, water would literally flow down this fissure into a pool below, physically simulating the descent of the divine river right in front of your eyes. How cool is that?
Section 2. Comedy in the Stone.
All right, let's shift gears for a second. Because beyond all these grand divine mythologies, the artist actually snuck a deeply humorous snapshot of everyday ancient life right into the rock face. You gotta love the relatable humor here. Down near the bottom of the panel, there's the famous Ascetic Cat. They literally carved a cat standing on one leg with its arms raised, perfectly mimicking the pious penance of the saint we just talked about. But you know, this cat isn't praying for any divine weapons. It's a total fraud. It's deliberately tricking these gullible little mice gathering at its feet who have absolutely no idea they're about to become dinner. It's just a brilliant, timeless piece of satire carved right into a sacred monument.
And right alongside that satire, the sculptors capture this unfiltered, hyper-realistic natural world. We've got life-sized Asian elephants carved with such precision, you can actually see them gently protecting their nursing calves. You've got deer just casually scratching their noses, and families of monkeys meticulously grooming each other. It really shows us that these artists were brilliant observers of their everyday world, immortalizing those quick, fleeting moments in solid granite.
Section 3. The Ancient Design Studio.
Now, just a short walk away from that great relief, you'll find a cluster of 5 extraordinary monuments named after the Pandava brothers and Draupadi. This brings up a really fantastic question. The word Rathas translates to chariots, but I mean, they obviously aren't chariots. And it's a super common misconception that these were active places of worship. The truth, no deity was ever actually consecrated inside any of them. And honestly, none of these structures were ever completely finished. So what exactly were they doing sitting out on this beach?
Here's the crucial point. This whole site was essentially a 1-to-1 scale architectural prototyping laboratory. Instead of building temples by stacking stones, the Pallava masons took a hillock of granite boulders jutting out of the sand, and they literally hollowed them out from top to bottom. They were sculpting ancient training prototypes out of solitary, giant rocks.
And just look at the incredible variety of models they were experimenting with. They carved 5 completely distinct architectural styles. The Dravidian Ratha was shaped like a traditional thatched roof village hut. Then the Arjuna and Yudhishthira Rathas were designed as early precursors to those iconic multi-tiered Dravidian Vimona towers you see later on. The Bhima Ratha had this heavy vaulted barrel roof design, while the Nakula Sahadeva Ratha had this incredibly unique shape that resembles the curved back of an elephant. These distinct models were sculpted for a very specific reason: to train generations of craftsmen who would eventually take these blueprints in their minds and build massive structural temples all across South Asia.
Section 4. A Continental Artistic Legacy.
So as we wrap up this explainer, we really have to zoom out and look at the immense geopolitical footprint of these unfinished rocks. The story of Mahabalipuram absolutely does not end on the beaches of Tamil Nadu. The big takeaway here is that the Pallavas didn't just consume art, they defined its entire vocabulary for a continent. The architectural codes, the intricate carving styles, and the structural techniques they tested right here on this coastline, they would soon board ships, cross the massive expanse of the Bay of Bengal, and lay the absolute artistic groundwork for major civilizations thousands of miles away. The prototypes hammered out in the sand here literally influenced the shape of the ancient world.
Which leaves us with a pretty fascinating thought. Are you ready to see how this coastal empire birthed the parent alphabet from modern Thai, Khmer, and Kavi? In our next explainer, we're shifting from stone to the sea. We're going to dive into the Ocean Empire, exploring how the Pallava Navy turned the Bay of Bengal into a bustling trade highway and set up deep cultural outposts across Southeast Asia. How exactly does a legacy built in solid granite translate across an entire ocean? You'll have to join me next time to find out as we continue to decode history.